Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to review and check out the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro. I did review the Battery Plus version of this about a year ago, and I will link it down below if you haven't seen it yet. Also in that video, I said at the end that there will be a Pro version. It took Ring about 11 months to release this version. Also, Ring seems to have thinned out their battery doorbell line, unlike before. I remember they have the Ring 2, Ring 3, Ring 3 Plus, and the Ring 4. So now they only have the basic video doorbell, the peephole one, and the Plus and the Pro. Now I'll also be telling you the differences between this Pro and the Plus all throughout the video, so that in the end you will have an informed decision which of the two is the better buy, and answer the question if the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro is the best Ring Battery Doorbell. As to features, this Battery Doorbell Pro records in 1536 by 1536 pixel resolution, and in my testing at 40 FPS. Which I think the pre-roll feature, which is added, is the one messing up the frame rate. But I think this is the same as the Plus, which is 20 FPS. And as I said, this Pro has the color pre-roll, which Ring started with their Doorbell 4. And this is the 4-second pre-recording, which is a low resolution, no audio footage before motion is detected, which is a feature that the Plus version doesn't have. This also has the 150-degree horizontal and 150-degree vertical head-to-toe field of view, which they started with the Wired Pro 2, then the Battery Plus, and then this Pro. And for a doorbell, this is the ideal view, so that you can see the packages on the floor and also see the person's head even when they're close to the doorbell or to the door. Now the radar detection and the bird's eye view is just a gimmick, and I have talked about this when I reviewed their Ring Spotlight Cam Pro a while back. Don't buy this doorbell just for this feature. It doesn't do anything to improve the doorbell's motion detection. And you don't need an aerial map of your property to pinpoint movements within only a 30-foot range from your door. You can easily see that movement also on the camera itself or on the recording. Anyways, I digress. I'm more intrigued on this other feature though, and this is something new to Ring, the low light sight. We will see how it performs later on in my front porch with my porch lights on. This has the quick replies, just like the Plus.
Please leave the package outside. If you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now. Hello, happy spring. We're busy bees and can't make it to the door. Please leave a message.
And this Pro version can connect to either 2.4 or 5 GHz Wi-Fi. And I know the Plus can only connect to 2.4. And this integrates very well with Amazon Alexa, just like all other Ring cameras.
Someone is at Doorbell Pro.
Yes, can I help you?
Is LifeHackster here?
Sorry, he's not here right now. You want to leave a message?
No, thank you.
Alright, thank you. And if you're new to Ring, you do need to have a subscription if you want to view the recorded events. And if you want person and package alerts and rich notifications. Subscription starts at $4.99 per month per camera, or $50 a year, or $10 a month, or $100 a year for unlimited Ring cameras in one location. Inside the box, you will get a Torx driver, a short, steel micro USB cable to charge the battery pack, a corner wedge kit. We have the mounting screws for the corner kit, extension cables and wire nuts, 2 security screws, the mounting screws and plastic anchors, window decal and some paperwork, and we have the doorbell itself. Ring hasn't changed the design ever since the Doorbell 2, which is about 6 years ago. On the back, we have the connection screws if you want to wire this into your existing doorbell chime, and also to continue to charge the battery pack. We have the camera lens, PIR motion sensor here, and the doorbell button. On the sides are the speakers. On the bottom here is where you are screwing in the security screw. Open this up and you will see the battery pack. This is also the same battery pack from Ring older cameras. That is why it still has the micro USB port to charge it. Time to set this up. Open up the Ring app, scroll down and select Set up a device. Scan the QR code which is on the side of the doorbell. Name the doorbell. Insert the battery and wait until the status light is spinning white. Select your Wi-Fi and wait until it is successfully set up. To install, you can wire this into your existing doorbell chime, so it will also chime when someone pushes the doorbell, and also trickle charge the battery pack, minimizing or eliminating the need to recharge the batteries. This doorbell will still perform as a battery-powered doorbell even when wired in. I'll be installing this without wiring though, so just screw it in using the 4 included screws, put back in the front cover, and secure it with a security screw from the bottom. Let's check these settings in the app. When you open up the Ring app, you will see the recent snapshot from the doorbell. Click on it to get to live view, which loads up. okay. In here, you can start two-way talk, which is full duplex. When you end the live view, you will see the timeline of events. Just scroll left and right, and I like that it is like a time-lapse, so you can easily get to the footage that you want. And from here, click More to download the footage to your phone. Click the gear icon for the camera settings. You can turn on or off, ring alerts, and motion detection. It has the motion warning toggle, but this will only work with select wired ring cameras. You can go back to live view here or go to the events. And this is where you can also view and download the recorded clips. You can also view the event summary if you are more on stats and graphs. You can also add this to the mode settings, especially if you have the Ring alarm. Linked devices. And one thing Ring is pretty good at is integrating their devices. Like you can have your Ring lights or other Ring cameras also record or turn on their lights when motion is detected by the doorbell, or when someone pushes the doorbell. You can snooze the alerts, and you can also link your Ring chime if you have one. You can also have your Amazon Echo devices chime or make an announcement when someone pushes the doorbell or when it detects motion. Motion settings, this is where you can set up the bird's eye view if you want that. Motion zones, there's also a separate package detection zone, and you can customize these zones. Motion sensitivity, you can adjust it from here. Different slider for the package detection. Smart alerts, Ring only has person and package detection, no vehicles or pets. On the advanced settings, this is where you can adjust the cool off or the cool down of the camera. I always set this to frequently. We have power settings where you can adjust the video recording length. Auto is pretty good though, records up to 30 seconds. Smart responses, this is where you can set your quick replies. You can change how soon it responds when someone pushes the doorbell from right away or after 20 seconds. And you can pick which message you want to play. You cannot record to play your own voice though. Device settings. In video settings, we have HDR, color night vision, and also night vision options. Adaptive is pretty good if you have a wall in the frame like mine. Now on the picture-in-picture, you can choose to play the pre-roll, which I prefer than the gimmicky bird's eye view. The pre-roll is way beneficial than the bird's eye view. We have the snapshot capture settings. Default is every hour. Privacy, you can set up to 2 blocked out zones. And if you wire this in, you can change or set your chime settings. Now time to do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro, and it's in daytime. HDR is on, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the doorbell, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the door. So this is the video quality of the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro at night, and this with my front porch lights turned on. And this is what it looks like when I'm close to the doorbell, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the door. So this is the video quality of the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro at night, and this with no lights, and it has 2 infrared LEDs. The only thing I notice is there's no status light, like a motion activated light, but just the infrared LED. So I really can't see. If it's too dark, I will not be able to push the button. I cannot see the button. Anyways, this is what it looks like when I'm close to the doorbell, and this is what it looks like when I'm close to the door. We are going to test the motion alert notification speed of the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro, and I'm on my 5G cellular network, and it is 1044. Let's check it out. That's pretty quick, and that's with a snapshot right here, and you can snooze the alerts. And if you click on this, it should go to live view, and it should load up pretty quick. Cool. 1044. All right, so it just turned 1045. It's less than a minute. I've set the settings of the Doorbell Pro to record frequently. So let's check it out. If there is any cool off, or if it's gonna notify and start recording me again, which it records and notified me again, and that is pretty quick. Cool. All right, now this time what we're gonna do, we're gonna see how fast the notification is upon doorbell press. That is pretty quick too. Someone is at your doorbell. Nice. And when you open it up, it should load up and you'll be able to start two-way talk. Alright, so we are gonna test the package detection of the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro. I'll place this right here. I got the notification that there is a person and then a package has been detected. Cool. That's actually pretty quick on both of them. That's nice. Alright, now this time, Porch Pirate testing. So we are going to get the package and see how soon the doorbell's gonna notify. There you go. Person and package. Oh, package has been detected still. Cool.
Someone was detected at your Doorbell Pro.
Yes, can I help you?
Can I help you?
Is LifeHackster here?
Is LifeHackster here?
Sorry, he's not here right now. You wanna leave a message?
Sorry, he's not here right now. You wanna leave a message?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, can I help you?
Is LifeHackster here?
Sorry, he's not here right now. You wanna leave a message?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So what do you think? I know Ring stayed with their old design. Weird thing is that they changed the look of their other cams, but they stayed with this one. Video quality is a Ring. I don't have to explain further. It could be better. This has the features of what they labeled as their pro cameras, like their 3D motion detection, 2.4 or 5 GHz connectivity, and the color pre-roll, which I like, especially for a battery-powered camera. Able to record the few seconds before the actual detection, even if it's in low res and no audio, is pretty helpful, especially if someone tries to steal your package. The doorbell itself performed very well in my testing and is pretty responsive. Ring has dialed this down because there is really nothing new. Most features already existed on their other doorbells and cameras, except for the low light sight, a low light sensor I guess, which keeps the camera recording in full color compared to their other cameras, which will already switch to infrared night vision or mix of color and infrared. Hopefully this sensor also goes to their wired doorbells and other cameras. Overall, as to the Ring ecosystem and for their doorbells, true wired is still the better option than battery. But for a battery doorbell, this is the best that Ring has made. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.